Alright, so I'm here with a new video because the NBA just came out with their new trophies that will be awarded. Well, not new, that is just one new trophy, but there have been, new names for these trophies, and I just want to react to it because it's kind of weird, but I mean, they have to innovate every time something, right? Because, I mean, the refereeing has been the biggest problem right now, and everyone is talking about the carrying and shit. So they have to turn the attention to some shit trophies, right? So we have the Michael Jordan trophy, which is, to the most valuable player. And, well, I mean, I guess, I mean, that makes sense, right? It makes sense that it's Michael Jordan because he had 6 finals MVP awards. He had like 5 MVP awards in and of itself, right? So that makes sense, and it's gonna be weird seeing this, instead of the OG trophy, but I think, we'll get used to that in time. But then we have the Jerry West trophy, which is the clutch player of the year, which I feel like is just gonna be the biggest setup trophy in the history of trophies, because no way any player can live up to a clutch player of the year trophy potential, right? Every time the player's gonna fail, it's just gonna be one of the biggest memes in there. And I feel like it's also stupid because that is nothing to determine a clutch player, because a lot of people would, say LeBron is not clutch, but he's clutch by definition of numbers. Then a lot of people would say Steph Curry is not clutch when he's clutch by the definition of numbers. And it's just gonna be, I feel like, the dumbest trophy they ever made. There are debates every time about trophies, but this has to be the stupidest trophy I've ever seen, because a clutch player of the year just doesn't make sense to me. Because it's, I mean, clutchness, it's not something you should give awards for, I think. But I guess the NBA is leaning on it because they know it will produce the debate that we're having, right? So I guess that makes sense in it of itself right there. Then you have the Hakim Trophy, the Defensive Player of the Year, which of course makes sense. The trophy in and of itself, I don't know how I feel about them, man. When I'm looking at them right now, they just feel weird and basic, but I mean, it's change. Every time there is change, we all look at it like, we all look at it sideways and are like, is this really a good idea? I guess we'll see in like 5 years if, it's fine or not. But I mean, the Will Chamberlain trophy for the Rookie of the Year, it makes sense. It makes sense. The John Havlicek trophy for the Sixth Man of the Year, that makes sense also, I feel like. And then you have the George Mikan trophy, which is something that does make no sense whatsoever. Because when you look at George Mikan, this muffer man had 28 points in his rookie year, and well, he didn't improve ever. What the hell? He's been the same player every time, and he's gotten worse progressively. And he was shooting subpar 40% from the field, man. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with George Mikan. I mean, I understand, honor the old players, but come on, man. The sixth man of the, I mean, the sixth man, the most improved player of award should not be George Mikan. I would, if it were me, I would give it to Giannis, because I feel like that would be a representation for this current era. And I mean, Giannis is one of the most improved player we've ever seen. When you look at when he came into the league and when he, became an all-star and became great, I feel like he, would fit the criteria for this trophy. And I mean, you could give Tracy McGrady, who would have a, be a good pick. I feel like you could give it to maybe somebody who was first, like an Alvin Robertson trophy, which I feel like would actually be kind of cool, because it would be somebody that's somewhat no name, right? Not many of us probably know Alvin Robertson, as when we are, I don't know, we've been watching NBA for like 10 years. You probably don't know Alvin Robertson, right? So I feel like that would be much nicer. But I mean, I guess it's George Mikan trophy, I guess. Yeah, so how you all feel about these, man? Let me know your thoughts. It's interesting for sure. I'm out.